Hey spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Judgement, the apocalypse survival simulator. Now, this is unfortunately going to be the very final episode. I don't want to spoil the game for myself by playing too much of it. I want to come back to it when it's more complete. This is a really good baseline, I feel like. I feel like this game is really well done. I feel like it has amazing potential to be really interesting in the vein of, for example, Prison Architect, in the vein of RimWorld. All these sorts of games, I think it has a really good chance of not necessarily being the exact same as them, but hitting sort of the similar notes that those games hit. I'm going to heal people up here a little bit just so I can speed through things here, so that I can, come on, pixels. Gotta work through these pixels here. Yeah, 88 health. And we'll bring you up to, not much, so I'll just approve all this. People should go and use that bed now. Once people are healed up, we'll go back out into the real world, because I want to use this episode to explore the world a little bit. I want to see what's out there. So let me have a look at the manage of the. I think I need to bring more. I think I want to bring that one lady that I got. What was her name? Bobby. I want to bring Bobby because she's a fighter. So I'm probably going to drop off someone here. Rich is a really good. I don't want to bring Rich. Rich is too dangerous to bring now. So I'll bring Holly instead to replace him. I don't want to lose Rich. I need to bring some medkits. So I have a Molotov, I have a shield. I think I have too many shields in this party, so I'm going to bring another first aid kit so that I can keep on top of our health. Let's go explore. I'm going to go explore over this way. Oh, they suddenly find themselves faced with an attack. It's just one imp. Very easy kill. A bit of sulfur loot, nothing crazy. So let's speed up here. Yeah, I want to go do a little bit of exploring in this episode as a finale, you know, kind of discovering the last few little bits of the world. Let's see just to see what's out here. So we could save those people, but we don't care. I want to see like what's on the edge of the map and stuff. I want to see like, what can we discover about the game that we don't know already? So, ooh, looks like there's a new biome out here. And a military base with metals and research materials. Oh. So I guess maybe I should have been going outside my comfort zone a little bit more, because if you look here, there's a lot of reapers and werewolves. There's a lot of content to explore here, even in this early stage of the game. Let's have a little bit of a look around. So what's out here? Ooh, reapers, imps, and werewolves. I'm going to be really interested in seeing what this looks like, you know, further down the line when the game has a little bit more work put into it. Oh, there's a military base. There's a demonite and gunpowder. Oh, I need gunpowder. Ooh. Werewolf, Hellhound, Succubus, and Possessed. Interesting. I don't know if I could take these on yet. I think I need to spend a little bit more time building myself up. The game is fairly challenging. Now, there is an easy mode. I think we did play it at maximum difficulty here. Oh, wow. This world, like, there's a lot going on here. Like, there's a lot of missions to do. My God. My goodness. Oh, you know what we're going to do? Let's go investigate the Hellgate. That'll be what we do for the finale. And we're going to very slowly go through this mission. We'll find out what this is. Yeah, let's be super careful here. We're going to want to stay near the exit. We're going to want to hug walls where we can. We're going to want to wait and take enemies in small groups, if at all possible. Oh my God. A Legion, 300 health. Oh my God. I'm gonna have you hang out here, Heather. Keep scouting on that. Possessed, 120 health. Jesus. There's so much armor, oh my God. I don't think we can even take any of this on. Run. Escape. Just run. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh God, get out of here. Oh my God. The possessed have guns. Jesus Christ. We're getting gunned down. Alright. Lesson learned. Don't investigate Hellgates. Yeah, return to base. Alright, so I think that's pretty much it. I think we're donezo. I think we just lost all our important people. So I'll kind of just give my opinions on the game. and then I'll close this out, baby. I think it's actually a really interesting game. I think it has a lot of potential. I think it has a lot of potential to be something more like RimWorld, but it has its own sort of stuff. It kind of has RimWorld-esque stuff going on for it, but also has other stuff going on in it. I think I do have like some criticisms, like this tech tree needs to be a little bit. It needs to be made a little bit clearer. I'm gonna pretty much ignore these missions. I'm just gonna give my opinions on the game so far at this early stage. I think it's very interesting. I think the first aid mechanics could be worked on a little bit. I don't know if I'm a fan of this. Some of the stuff seems a little bit weird, like, you know, hex scrolls only having one use, but they're really slow to use. They don't seem really very worth it. Maybe on bigger enemies, kind of, but even then they take up an inventory slot, so it's hard to justify them. The occult research, I think it's like you get like this very little amount of stuff that you can do, and then there's like a brick wall where you need research materials. So pneumatic weapons. What if we got pneumatic weapons? What does it take to make this? So we need metals to get this. So that would be, we would probably have to go salvage metals. And what would this do compared to a crossbow? Let's say, right? Crossbow is the best weapon, so this would be lower damage. Presumably faster attack speed, I think. I don't know if a higher attack speed is better or a lower attack speed is better. So that's something that could be worked on. Range has a lower range, better accuracy. So it has 15 DPS compared to the 22 of the bow. So it does seem higher attack speed is faster. But the big thing here is it has extra DPS against armor, right? No. This is actually better against armor for some reason. Oh, because it has a higher damage. Right, higher damage does more damage against armor. Right, gotcha. So crossbow would be better against armor, whereas the nail gun would be really good against unarmored targets. The DPS versus armor thing is kind of confusing. I'm not really sure. Yeah, it's a bit weird. I don't know how exactly that works. Because, like, it says DPS versus armor, but, like, some creatures have like 1 armor and some creatures have 15 armor, so I don't really understand how that works. It doesn't seem to make much sense at all. Then what can I do? I guess I could just speed up time and wait for more research to roll in. Yeah, I mean we just kind of lost the game there. But I mean, that's fine. We weren't really intending to play for much longer. This was going to be the last episode. Really the big thing I'm excited for in this game is stuff like procedurally generated things. I think one of the big things, and this is something I had a criticism of Starship Theory, is one of the really things that I really like about this game is that the characters have traits like woodcutter, gathering, and even though they're fairly generic and kind of bland at this point, even though they're fairly generic and bland, they add a lot to the decisions and depth of the gameplay. Right? Because you have to figure out, oh man, this guy is the only person who can do research, but he's my best farmer, so I want him to be doing the farming, but I have no one else who can do research as well as him. You have these really difficult choices that you want to make, and even just a very simple and bland trait system like this makes for very interesting and deep decision trees, which I love about this game. I think it's brilliant in that respect. I think the developer should give themselves a small pat on the back for getting this out in the state that it's in, because I think it's, you know, I haven't really encountered many bugs. There was a couple of small UI bugs and stuff like that, but nothing crazy. I think another criticism I have of the game is that this seems like an awful lot of just like crap to deal with out here. Like, it just seems like an awful lot of shit that I have to go and clear out. Now, some people might say that's a lot of content, but other people might say that's a lot of tedium. I'm not really sure how exactly I feel about that. I think the biome system is pretty cool. I think it makes it pretty clear. Like this sort of this green area, this is clearly like the lower level area. And then the city, this looks like an urban-y kind of area. This is obviously has some higher level stuff. And then once you get into this kind of forested, darker area, it looks like, oh look, there's military bases out here, there's industrials, and it starts to look like, oh, maybe enemies get more dangerous. Like, I could probably take these on. Some of these I couldn't. I think the ghost ones are kind of scary. The ghosts and the possesseds. These are really scary for me right now. Even reapers can be a bit scary if there's enough of them. They do so much damage. But you can see out here, here's resin. Oh, it says where you find it. Found in forest herbs. And then you go even further And you know, I think there's like a deserty kind of biome out here. It's really interesting. There's a lot of biomes to explore. And like this map is gigantic, and I'm just curious as to what it has everywhere. The whole survivor chasing mechanic is interesting too. I don't know, maybe there's better ways to do that. I don't know, it just seems kind of, yeah. I think the problem with a mechanic like that is you need a way, right, to get more people into your town. And the survivor sort of mission mechanic solves that problem. And there is a trade-off, right? If you go do the survivor mission, you get more awareness. But I guess that could be worked on a little bit. I think these level up trees need a bit of work. Some things don't really make much sense. The positioning of them. If I could think of one right now, if I were to select Maria, like for who is it? Like I'm trying to think. There was a tree that I wasn't a huge fan of, but I can't really think of it right now. Which I guess I'll just kind of forget that little bit of criticism. I feel like research is a really rare thing. I feel like this is kind of really rare research. I think the building mechanics are a bit you know, kind of, yeah, not a huge fan of them. Can I? I don't think you can actually delete this. Oh, you can. Let's see, what else could I talk about? The kind of farming mechanics are a bit uninvolved. It uses up water. I think my biggest criticism of the game is that water is kind of annoying and tedious. It's like, but I mean, I guess it kind of serves a purpose. It kind of limits how big you can get because you need people to focus on getting water. The rituals things, I don't really think these seem worth it. I mean, we'll do a rain dance and we'll see. Does that actually do anything? So there's Brad. Who's gonna do this? Oh, was Tom my ritual guy? I think Tom died and he was my ritual guy, or I lost someone who was my ritual person. Let's see, Maria. I could take mining, get even more build speed or more research. So yeah, I guess there is research here. But it feels like the engineer is the only person who can get it, which almost makes me feel like I need to make the engineer a researcher. But then again, they're also really good at building, so it's like, maybe I just played it a little bit inefficiently. I'll take mining on you, because that's the thing you already had. Ooh, here comes the ritual. So I want to see what this ritual is, because I haven't actually done this. So people are approaching. We might be able to fight this off. We got Reapers, we got 2 ghosts. Yeah, I think the danger of the things ramps up really quick. Go damage this Reaper. Have people just charge essentially. And get this ghost as well. You guys need to get into the forest, you're too far back. Stacy? Heal yourself. Everyone else? Get that ghost, Brad, get that werewolf. No, Stacy died. I think also another criticism I have of the game is people die really easy. I think it's reasonable, but I think you should have at least a chance to save people. Brady, back up. I feel like not even getting a chance to save people is like really rough. Like it's really brutal how easily people die. That's something they really need to work on, in my opinion. Yeah, but like I mean, other than that, I think it's a great game. I think it has a lot of potential. I think it's a lot of fun now. I definitely don't feel bad for paying for it. I would recommend this game if you liked games like Prison Architect, and if you liked games like what's that other game? RimWorld. If you like games like Starship Theory, if you like games like Dwarf Fortress, that sort of theme of games, you'll definitely get something out of this. I think it's definitely patrol speed. I some mechanics aren't explained, like patrolling. I don't understand patrolling. Like what if I were to set you to be, yeah, you're set to be a patroller. Patrol lookout post. Is that something you build on the map or something? You see your base. Yeah, it is something you build. Like I haven't even really touched the game, because it goes pretty far down here. Like there's vine armor, rainwater tank, distilling, alcohol, all this sort of stuff. There's a lot in here to play around with, like metal, transmutation guns, composites. I feel like this tech tree could be another criticism I have is that it feels like this tech tree is a little bit too jumpy, right? You jump from woodworking feels like the only woodworking feels like a natural progression, and then it kind of feels like you're jumping all over the place, and the tech level that you get to jumps. It feels like the amount of research points you need to accumulate, that feels like an awful lot. I would much rather if it was like a smaller, like if you just divided all the research numbers by 10 and then increased the like time it took to get research or something. You know what I mean? Like that sort of thing. And just, I don't know, that's just kind of how I feel about it. But yeah, other than that, I think it's a great game. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. It's going to be a short episode because I pretty much kind of screwed up and went to investigate the Hellgate and discovered that it was not a friendly place. So yeah, if you want to see more videos from me, make sure you subscribe to my channel. If you want to directly support my channel, make sure you leave a like on the video. And if you want to give me your feedback, go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.